Today is Tuesday, the 10th of October. We warmly invite you to listen to the news service of Safira Radio.
Ludwig Schick, the retired Archbishop of Bamberg, supports the introduction of female priesthood in the Roman Catholic Church. He believes that including women in the priesthood would make the world more sensitive, in line with God's vision. He expressed these views during a conversation with young Catholics as part of the Gott Welt Menschen series on Instagram.
The Vienna Protestant community, Pauluskirchengemeinde, has decided to cover the stained glass windows in their church due to the anti-Semitic content and Nazi origins of the author. Among the controversial motifs is a girl resembling a member of a fascist youth organization and a Jesus with Aryan features.
Tomorrow marks the beginning of a 2-year cycle of biblical school at the Collegium Bobbelarum in Warsaw. Organized by the Jesuits, its aim is to bring believers closer to the content of the Holy Scriptures. This year, the focus will be on the Book of Psalms and the letters of Apostle Paul. Meetings will be held on Wednesdays on Rakowiecka Street in Warsaw. There's also an option to participate online. The first meeting is scheduled for October 11th.
Following the conclusion of the Christian Conference of Asia Assembly in India, the General Secretary of the World Council of Churches, Pastor Jerry Pillay, draws attention to the remarkable spirituality of Asian churches. During his visit, Pillay spoke at the cathedral in Kottayam, met with young people and church delegates from various countries.
The climate crisis in Libya shows that the world does not learn from its mistakes. The city of Derna has been struggling with a lack of basic infrastructure for years. Despite contributing minimally to global climate changes, Libya feels their painful consequences. The country lacks a unified climate strategy. Libya needs actively engage in the debate, emphasizing the need for education and pointing out the responsibilities of city and national authorities.
At the Mennonite Seminary in Elkhart, Indiana, a plaque commemorating the Bodawodma Miami Trail was unveiled. The project was realized thanks to the collaboration of the Potawatomi and Miami Trail Sign Group, the Central Committee of Mennonites of the Great Lakes, and the Mennonite Mission Network. The initiative's goal is to remind people of the history of indigenous residents. The event was included in a conference discussing the relationship between humans and the earth in a Christian context. One of the speakers was Caitlin Curtice, a representative of the Potawatomi tribe.
Hungary is a country full of contrasts. Budapest, merging traditional charm with modernity, serves as a counterpoint to deeply rooted national traditions and values. While often criticized in the West for its conservative stance, Hungary challenges us to consider if there's only one correct perspective on democracy or national identity. Despite their openness to refugees from Ukraine, they remain skeptical of mass immigration. Hungary reminds us that values can coexist with progressiveness, and true European identity is about trying to understand different perspectives.
Scientists have discovered how over 80,000 years ago the first Homo sapiens migrated from Africa to Eurasia. Evidence suggests a route through the Sinai Peninsula and Jordan. It was previously assumed that migrations took place through southwest Arabia via the Red Sea. Recent research indicates that people used a green corridor in the northern part, providing access to water and game. Researchers found tools used by Homo sapiens in the Jordan River Valley, made around 84,000 years ago.
When we hand a small child a smartphone, we, as adults, must be ready for problems. It's better to listen to a child's complaints, explaining that all their peers already have smartphones, than to later listen to constant requests to extend screen time or deal with more serious issues of emotional nature. This view is supported by media expert, Professor Monica Sibis. In a conversation with the Catholic Information Agency, she talked about the dangers posed by early exposure of children to the virtual world and how to teach children to use the internet wisely.
That's all in the news service. Stay tuned to Safira FM. May God bless us all.